po. Welcome back to LIRA in Law Broadcasting. As usual, on a Thursday evening from 7:30 to 8:30 from London, England. Live po. We're always live, on a Thursday evening. At salamat, thank you for joining me again during our usual Thursday get-together. Now, ang topic po natin nga ngayon, as usual nga, malaki nga ang topic natin is biometric residence permits. Now, I will be discussing that in a moment, but in the meantime, kung mamaya nga may batian tayo, especially mga usual viewers natin. Alam niyo naman, yun ang paborito ko. So, please do, say hello, o kung meron kayong mga questions, post it, and we're happy to deal with it, of course, live. Now, so, topic po nga natin, biometric residence permits, BRPs, to be distinguished from BRCs, biometric residence cards. Biometric residence cards, those are mainly really for, say for example, EU national nga kayo, you got pre-settled status or settled status nga in the United Kingdom. Pero pag-usapan po natin ngayon, biometric residence permit. In fact, the two are very, for the purposes of today nga, the same practical issue apply. BRPs, okay. Papakita ko muna sa inyo anong itsura. I mean, most of you would know exactly what it looks like. So, tingnan natin. So, what does a BRP look like? Biometric residence, yung card po natin. Okay? Let me just see if I can just bring that up, yung card. So, ito pong itsura, Itong sample na. So, makikita nyo dyan, it's like, the size is like a credit card. So makita niyo yan, so there's colors, a mixture of blue and red nga. So nandun ang picture nyo, nandun pangalan nyo, of course, buo yung pangalan, nandun yung birthday nyo, and it would also say kung anong status nyo nga dito, and any restrictions, for example, work allowed, for example. So it is it's a card. So it's yun po ipinalit yon dun sa, di ba dati, especially kung if people like me who've been in practice for a long time, dating tatak yung visa nyo nandun sa passport, di ba, dun nakatatak. Unang-una, years back now, it was just a stamp, it's a black stamp, like the normal stamp you see in offices. Tapos pinalitan nila. Ang pinalit nila it's the green stamp. I still see quite a lot of those, actually, the green stamp. Yung nakadikit nga lang. And then pinalitan nga nila with this, okay, the biometric residence permit. Yung card nga, itong itsura, The idea being, it's more, it should be less susceptible nga to fraud, and stamps were far easier nga to copy. So it's supposed to be more secure, and it has been actually more secure. Or change again, So for most of you na especially kung kakukuha nyo nga lang ang BRP nyo, yung card nyo, makikita nyo naman, alam nyo naman na matatapos yung card nyo on the 31st of December 2024. So this year nga po matatapos. And I get this, the question often posed to me is, well, hang on, bakit natatapos yung card ko pero ang visa ko lagpas pa? And so for example, today, I actually got a BRP back, and sabi ko sa client ko, huwag kang mag-alala, alam ko ang visa mo is for 2.5 years, pero yung card nga lang 31st of December 2024. So in a few months time, matatapos na nga. Pero meron kami nakuha ang sulat, guys, sa Home Office to say, ang visa nga niya 2.5 years because it's a spouse visa. Now, so yung pag-uusapan po natin ngayon, so unang-una po, all BRPs, all these cards nga, nakita ko kanina all those will expire on the 31st of December 2024. So end of this year. Now, why the change? Frankly, sabi ng Home Office, well, actually, sabi ng gobyerno, they want to continue working towards, sabi nga nila, digitization of immigration. Dahil sabi nila, it's easier to administer, it's easier also to, it's safer, it's more efficient, and there probably is something to that, but I foresee some problems. Hopefully nga, it works, because if it works, then great. Dahil ibig sabihin, hindi nyo na kailangan ng card, kung hindi kung mawala yung card nyo ngayon, you need to get new cards, If it's digitized, then you just need to you don't lose, even if you lose the phone, because you can always access it. So there are absolutely, I mean, what pluses to it, and hopefully it works. But I foresee some problems. So from the 31st of December 2024, so in a few months' time, wala na kayong, the BRPs will be gone. It will no longer be in use. So no more BRPs as at the 1st of January 2025. So New Year, this coming New Year, BRPs are all expired. So lahat-lahat po. So it doesn't matter kung indefinite nga ang visa nyo, so settlement status kayo, o kaya EU, pre-settled or settled status nga kayo, all those things, so it would mawawala na po yung card, yung BRP. Now, anong kailangan yung gawin? So from the 1st of January, all visas are going to be replaced by all BRPs are going to be replaced by what they call e-visa. Basically, denoting electronic, e-visa ang tawag nga nila. How do you get an e-visa, an electronic visa? So it's not a physical card na. So nandun ang record nga, kailan matapos ang visa nyo, ang pangalan nyo, kayo ang pinanganak, any restrictions. But it is in digital form. So by a computer nga. So how do you get an e-visa? Now, unang-una po, you need to set up what's called a UKVI, short for a UK Visas and Immigration account. Okay? May mga tao na meron na silang account dahil nga nakakuha sila ng visa, say as EU citizens who got pre-settled or settled status, or EU dependents. They should already have a UKVI account. And some people already also have UKVI account, but most, I think, do not have a UKVI account. Now, kailangan yung UKVI account. Yun ang una nyo kailangan in order to be able to get this e-visa. How do you set it up? Okay? It is actually on the Home Office website. Once you click on that website nga, it takes you through, sasabihin nga anong pangalan nyo, anong passport number nyo, and then you should then be able to set up nga your UKVI account. So pagka meron kayong UKVI account, ibig sabihin, you can also generate ang tawag share codes, So if you've been able to generate share codes, yung share codes po, yung binibigay nyo dun sa meron kayong landlord, o kaya meron kayong trabaho, gusto nang check-in nga at meron kang visa dito, then you probably already have a UKVI account. You can also check if you have a UKVI account, again, on the Home Office website. I can send you the link later on if you're interested. So sabihin natin na naka-set up na nga UKVI. Once you've set that up, you can also link nga there, sabihin nyo ng passport details nyo, and from there you can then have this e-visa. So going forward, so after the first on the 1st of January, when you look at your UKVI account, makikita nyo yung e-visa nyo. Okay? So either pwede nyo pakita, so sabihin natin naglalakad nga kayo, maharang nga kayo ng police, sabihin nila, anong visa nyo nga dito? You can just simply access it, hopefully. Makikita nga naman, pwede nyo pakita. And kung gusto lang checking nga mismo sa kanila, then you can also provide them with ito nga share code. So you can actually ask for share code. It goes to the police, or it goes to your employer, or it goes to the landlord nga, and they should be able to also check themselves. Now, that is the theory. Okay? Na meron nga kayong UKVI account, you get your e-visa, and hopefully will go well. Problem I have, or rather not, my concern, ay kung magbibiyahe nga kayo. So sabihin natin, uuwi nga kayo sa Pilipinas. Meron kayong nga card ngayon, pero matatapos nga 31st of December 2024. Problem is, of course, but a lot of people go on holidays, especially sa magandang Pasko nga sa atin, uuwi kayo para magpasko sa atin. And by the time you come back, tapos na nga yung card. What do you do? Even though kung matatapos na nga yung tapos na yung card, you must, so 1st of January, sabihin natin babalik kayo dito 9 January, By then, tapos na yung card nyo. definitely you need to have set up a UK VI account by then. And you need to be able to show nga yung card nyo, sorry, na card, the e-visa. Now, ang sabi ng gobyerno, kung meron nga kayong ganoon, papakita nyo nga yun sa airline staff, they can check it then, and then you go on board. I don't know whether that would work necessarily. Dahil problema nga busy sila. We know this because we travel, and then makikita they barely have time really, to see you. And then of course a lot of people are traveling, especially over the Christmas period. So I think you need to be prepared na baka mabagalan ng pagbiyahe natin. But they're supposed to check nga using your they're supposed to check your e-visa, and then you can go on board. Now, between now and then, so during 2024, you should continue. So sabihin so kung magbibiyahe nga kayo ngayon for Easter, uuwi kayo sa atin for Easter time, kailangan nyo pa rin dalhin yung card nyo. So kung wala nga kayong card o nawala yung card nyo, you still need to make an application. Even though matatapos na nga yung card on 31st of December, you should still make an application nga for a replacement card. Dahil problema doon, kung lalabas nga kayo dito, pabalik nga kayo dito before the 31st, well, before the 1st of January 2025, my concern would be baka hindi kayo pabalikin. Well, they may not let you back on board on a plane. Then otherwise, they may be they would be penalized. May penalty po if they're found to have allowed someone on board who does not have proper entry clearance to enter the United Kingdom. So there's quite a big penalty against airlines. So my concern is kung wala nga kayong hindi pa nga to na naumpisahan the e-visa. If you don't have a BRP, then it could be that you don't even get on the plane. Of course, kung indefinite nga kayo, may visa pa nga kayo dito. And at the airports, at Heathrow, when you land there, they can check. Nandun ang home office. Pero kung nandun kayo sa Pilipinas, then they will not be able to check. So, ang payo ko pa rin, kung wala pa kayong, kung mawala ang BRP nyo, between now and the 31st of December 2024, you should still make an application for a BRP card. Sayang nga lang, because of course it's additional cost, but it's better to have that than have to cancel your flight, rebook the flight, yun mas mahal. So it's better, it's good to do that if you're traveling after, as I say, the 31st of December 2024, so at the 1st of January 2025, next new year po, then you should be able to simply provide yung e-visa. Let's hope it works. I don't know whether there are going to be issues. I suspect there will be issues. And in the UK, kung meron kayong e-visa, I mean, even now, it's not a problem. That's sa UK nga, it's far easier to, of course, check nga with the home office. So sabihin natin, gusto yung magbago ng trabaho, kailangan nilang check-in na meron nga kayong visa dito. They can easily do that by you giving them a share code, they input it, and then they check directly nga with the home office. And of course, kung may magka-problema administratively, then hindi nga din mabigat ang problema because of course you're in the United Kingdom. But as I say, be careful kung magbibiyahe nga kayo. So, to recap po, 31st of December 2024, lahat ng mga BRP, they are all expiring, all on the same date. As at the 1st of January 2025, ang kailangan niyong pakita itong e-visa. Hopefully, at least the Home Office have promised, na from about summer, I mean, actually, they promised that the process would be now started na ngayon, beginning of 2024, but it's not yet. But I suspect in the summertime, this process, the e-visa process, will begin to at least start, hopefully. But just be careful nga kung magbibiyahe kayo. It's still important na meron kayong mapapakita at least until the 31st of December. Now, ito pong e-visa, there's no fee to the Home Office to have this e-visa nga. You simply need to you need to log in. It may be that later on, no, they charge, but at the moment nga, wala. And hopefully that continues. The good thing is, if it works, it should be more efficient. Yung nga, kailangan yung, pwede nyo ilagay nga doon yung passport number nyo, no? Kung magbago ang passport nyo because that one's expired, you can also update it. So, I think the intention and the plan is good, and hopefully nga it works. But we just need to be careful, and I worry na marami po akong kliyente na they're not very technologically minded, so it may be quite difficult for some to even set up the UKVI account, no? By the way, when you set up a UKVI account, they would normally want to also have a digital photo, no? So for our clients nga, we set up the UKVI, or we can set up the UKVI account, and we also can take photographs nga, digital photographs to upload. So we can do that. So if you need help in relation to that, let us know. So yun, it is again, it's going towards digitization, and it's not necessarily a bad thing. Yung nga lang I'm just concerned that there too much responsibility maybe expected nga, no, from say airlines, and I don't know how they're gonna cope. Alam niyo naman, especially Christmas time sa atin, no, pagkababalik na kayo dito, ang haba ng pila, no? So hopefully they're able nga to cope, but time will tell, no? It's time will tell. Tingnan nga natin. Now, I hope that was helpful and useful nga to you. We come now to the next segment natin. And although I enjoy all all our segments nga, ito pong paborito ko. I mean, I always say this because it's true. Yung batian natin.